Welcome back to the channel where I take you through delicious calorie counted recipes that take minutes to prepare. On the menu today is a spicy risoni. Kind of like a macaroni, but I think even better. Great for the winter months or something a bit cooler, but to be honest, I'll eat this any time of the year. Let's have a quick run through our ingredients. So starting off with our risoni, you might have actually heard of it called orzo. It's a type of obviously pasta, but it looks a little bit like a grain of rice, I suppose. Really, really great in soups though. So we've got 200 grams. We've got a tin of chopped tomatoes, and on top of that is a little stock cube, low salt of course. We've also got our chili powder, some celery sticks, 4 celery sticks. We've got a brown onion, 2 carrots, 3 cups of frozen peas, some beautiful fresh thyme, and a couple of bird's eye chilies because it is a spicy risoni, and some fresh garlic. Now, as I always mention, measuring cup, I mean, you can do this roughly if you want to, but if you want to get the calories right, then a measuring cup is the best way to do it. Our first thing to do is to get on with our vegetables. So we're going to chop up our carrots, celery, onion, and 3 cloves of garlic, along with 2 bird's eye chilies. I'm going to be risky, I'm going to go with 2, see how we get on. And also we're going to just thread the thyme leaves off the stalks. Now, you don't need to see me do this, you've chopped this up before, so I'll check back in 2 and it will all be done. We've got the onion that's finely diced along with the garlic, chili and celery, but I've actually left the carrot a little bit bigger because I want to cook that at the same speed as everything else, but I want that to still have that nice bite when you get into the soup. It'll be absolutely delicious. And we've got the fresh thyme down here, it's just been picked off the side. So now it's time to start frying this all off. We get a nice hot pan onto the stove and a good drizzle of olive oil, and we go in with our carrot, celery, onion, garlic, and we want to sweat that off. So we're looking to add just a little bit of colour. Nice hot pan for about 2 to 3 minutes. Add a good twist of salt. A good twist of pepper. Remember, season as you go, and that way it'll actually require a lot less salt or seasoning all the way through the dish. So at the end of it, you won't have to adjust the seasoning quite so much. And then we can add our chili and fresh thyme. And it smells amazing so far. Whilst the veg is softening, we're going to add about 1 litre of boiling water to a pan, and we're going to add a stock cube to that. If you've got your veg stock already in the liquid form, this is when you start to boil it now. So this soup, not only is it absolutely delicious, it's incredibly nutritious, but it's also really, really quick. The veg has had about 5 or 6 minutes now, super soft, it's looking great. I'm going to add in a little bit of chili powder, just a touch, because I've already added in 2 bird's eye chilies, but it is a spicy risoni after all. So there we're going to add our tin of chopped tomatoes. Take your time on this now, because this is where the flavour is going to come in. Taking some time on the base of your soup will make an absolutely delicious dish. I've filled up the empty tomato tin just with some water, some tap water, not only to clean the inside of the tin, make sure you get every last bit of tomato out, but just add some extra liquid into your soup. Because we've got all this pasta, even we've got 1 litre of stock, it's still going to require quite a lot of liquid to make sure that the soup is nice and balanced and with the right consistency. Now my next step is to add the boiling vegetable stock. So remember, that's just over 1 litre. Lid onto this now, and then we can add our risoni. Here we go. Soup has come up to the boil. Risoni pasta in. 1 slow stir. And that's going to cook now for 10 minutes. About 3 minutes before
the soup is ready, we're going to add our peas. Now remember, they're frozen, so it's going to drop that temperature right back down. So, another quick stir, and then we pop the lid back on, bring it back up to the boil, and then reduce that heat back down to a simmer. If you've never tried risoni before in a soup, absolutely get onto it because it is so delicious. I mean, come on, how amazing does that look? You've got those super soft pasta. I mean, they're grains, they look like grains of rice, but they look amazing. They're gonna taste amazing. It's such an interesting soup. Similar to macaroni, but in my opinion, absolutely tops it. Fresh peas, that's a great tip to make sure you put those in 3 minutes before you're in the pasta. But have a look, just look how much nutrition we've got in there. The beautiful carrots, spiciness from the chili, that fresh thyme. I mean, spicy risoni soup, happy days.